Hello, happy Tuesday. It is February. It is a brand new month. I am beyond excited for what's to come. January, we saw just amazing things with the launch of my GLP. We are seeing people so excited. Um, Big things are happening. And then we're also seeing some people are like, I love my classic. And that's okay. We now have options. We have classic, we have elite, we have my GLP, and people can also customize those sets as well. So we're gonna just kind of get started. Um, if you didn't know, I hosted a leadership mastermind retreat. I invited, there's the invite only. If you didn't make it, that doesn't mean that you're not invited to the next one. But I will tell you, I reached out and I dug in who had PPA, who was working their business, who is consistent on social media. Like I dug in and I asked leaders, who would you nominate? Who's working? Who's showing up? And those are the people that got invited. So if you want to be on the next one, that just make sure do the things, right? And that's what we talked about. And we had everybody kind of share what was working for them, tips and tricks and things like that. So Katie, go ahead, girl. Just give us, by the way, Katie is really working her business, showing up consistently, being an amazing leader to her team. So, Katie, if you want to just kind of share a little bit about yourself and then get into what did you take away? What were some things you're doing differently?
All right, sure. Thank you. So my name's Katie Byers. I've been a Thriver for a long, long time. I'm currently taking the Classic because I am 22 weeks pregnant. But I have all of you sharing your My GLP experiences and that fantastic group we're putting people into for support. So I'm super excited. I'm going to be starting my own GLP journey in June. So I hit the ground running. I honestly was just super focused on helping people. I had a bunch of people reach out to me when I was starting to talk about my GLP. And um, when it came out that it was available, I started messaging people right away. And thankfully, I had a lot of people interested, but I also had a lot of people who were just not sure yet. And that's fine. I'm starting to work through that list now that we have this freaking insane promo that they just put on for Valentine's Day. It was an honor, honestly, to be at the mastermind. I thank you, and I cannot thank you enough for putting me um, for you like absolutely pampered us. You had something set up every single second of every single day. You guys, if you are not plugged in and working your business, you need to be. If you just do it so you can be at one of these events, be in a house with 20 other people working their business. It truly fuels your fire. There were moments where we were like digging into our business personally and like tears rolling down our cheeks because a lot of this business, honestly, is personal development and it's a lot of self work, right? Because I didn't just wake up one day and say I'm going to be a successful, thriving leader. So I think it's important to stay plugged in, get on those corporate calls. I know there's a lot of calls that happen, but like if you're not getting on at least one or two a week, you're really doing yourself a disservice by not investing in a little bit of time, whether it's just listening while you're in the car or listening to a recording. If you're not plugged in, where are you? Like, where is your fuel coming from? The other thing, so a lot of what we do is customer service. Like, we don't want to just enroll someone and then not reach out to them. Like, you are there to help support them through their journey. So I think the biggest thing right now with like my GLP, everyone's having a little bit different of experience. So it's important that we're reaching out to our people and just saying, hey, how are you feeling? Hey, like, what are you loving? What are you not so sure about? Are you taking your pictures? When are you taking your shakes in the morning? Because some of these things we can alter. And if you're not plugging them into the My GLP group, I highly recommend that you do that just because there's a lot of people using these products. Like for me, there's a lot of people using these products. I can't speak to it yet. So providing that customer service is huge. And then that's going to help keep your people. And then you can follow up so that you can help them set up their next month Y'all, these freaking bonuses, these cab bonuses are insane. And then on top of that, we have this promo that they popped out. Like you can get the extra $600 off of $1,000 in personal volume. And then that's helping you reach your cab bonuses. Like if you're not excited about that, like check your pulse because I'm running for it and I'm encouraging my team to do the same. Um, One thing I can say that I learned from the mastermind, besides being just fueled up, pumped up, full of love, is groups, like utilizing these groups. Like find a group that you, and Siobhan is like the one that can speak to this. She's working it, she's doing it, she shared it. But find some things that really like connect for you. For me, like I'm gonna be I have a baby on the way, like I'm gonna have my second child. Like there's other moms in my same scenario that I can connect with. Not necessarily to talk Thrive, but I can connect with them and then they can see my Thrive stuff later. So, you know, um, so I'm definitely going to start doing that. I've been doing this for a long time and you're constantly learning. So you're going to find things that work for you. But yeah, that's basically what I have. I'm a little scattered today because there's a lot going on, but thank you for having me on.
No, ma'am, you were perfect. Thank you so much for sharing all of those things. Judy, we're gonna jump right over to you. I think you said you have a thing you're at.
Yeah, so I just wanted to quick pop in here before I run off to a homeschool group that I've got him involved with on Tuesdays at noon. So I really love the piece with community, and sometimes as much as I will sit kind of back in those bigger situations and kind of observe a little bit more. I just absolutely can learn from every single person there. We all come from different walks of life, different ages, and there's nobody that is too old or too young for this. Or, I mean, I guess too young because you have to be 18, but like there's just so many different walks of life. And you know what? Just because am 62, going to be 63 here soon, it doesn't mean that we all do life together. We all have our own journey. And literally this is for anybody, but I love that piece of community. Like that is like so for me, like that is my what really fuels my soul. And this cab bonus, watching people like Katie, just that we were chatting with, watching her grab her 20 customers. It was so exciting for us to cheer her on. And I know Chanel was at the last minute getting her 10th customer. And you guys, 10 customers, like this is a huge. And now with this promo going on, like if you're not following up with your customers, like to grab this extra even 10 customers and grab a $500 bonus every month, like this is insane. But yeah, these mastermind retreats are where you can come together with so many different walks of life and you can learn stuff from every single person. Um, that goes along with your personal life and just your business life.
Absolutely. And I will say, so I almost working month end, being together at month end, at first when I booked the thing, I wasn't even thinking. I just did dates that worked that I could find a house for 20 women. And then I was like, oh shoot, that's over month end and everybody's, needs to be focused on working their business. But I'm almost thinking that y'all need to like gather up at month end and maybe in your community, your local promoters, because being in rooms with people that have goals and are hitting goals and bonuses and running for it and being encouraged, because there were people that were further away, but then when they were like getting encouraged being around working people and like, no girl, you can go get three more customers, come on, and so it's definitely, yes, it's motivating, it's uplifting, it's encouraging, because we understand it, right? We're like, we know you're involved with us while you're in your phone versus if you're home or somewhere else, you're in your phone and you have the people that are like, get out of your phone, get off your phone. And we're like, girl, send a message. So it is like, get in your phone. So it's definitely it's so encouraging. And I'm thinking maybe we should encourage people to spend
Absolutely.
the last day of the month
I
together.
totally agree because I think when you're at home alone, it's easy too to just go, I'm not going to get this, so I'm going to go to bed, right? Because it's 10 o'clock and
Yeah.
there's no way I could get this. And so like, I feel like having that support system right there in a room, in a house together was so encouraging for multiple people that were running and grabbing either 10 or 20 customers. So I want to thank you so much for pouring into us and even creating this event. That it was really awesome, Amber.
It was so great. And
And
so,
your
and that's,
love doesn't go unnoticed at all.
aw, thank you. And I
Thanks.
think too, because it's easy to give up even with, 3 days left in the month. You're like, I'm so far away from my goals. I'll just wait till February 1st and start over. But when you're around other people that are of that same, it's like, no, girl, you can totally go get this. So, Katie, were
I
you?
do have I do have one more thing to add if you don't mind. So, yeah, I can definitely attest to the energy that you're speaking about. Like, holy smokes. But I don't think that everyone really realizes with the referral program that the cab actually includes those customers. So that was another cool piece of it. Like, a lot of my people are having a really great experience and they're like, oh my gosh, like, I think my mom's interested. Oh my gosh, I think my cousin noticed the difference. She's interested. Like those people count towards your cap. So get your people thriving for free because they're going to be more apt to continue to bring people in. And then those are going to be those people that you're like, maybe we need to look at becoming a promoter so you can bring in some additional income. So that was honestly one of the biggest pieces that I started to work really hard last month, which is why I hit my 20. So I just encourage you to help reach out now early in the month because it's the shortest month of the year and get your people thriving for free. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay, so Rachel, I think Rachel said she is on. Ashley, yeah, Rachel, Ashley, one of y'all.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi. So, I just wanted to speak on pretty much just being there with everybody and having, when you're stuck on one team and you hear the same thing all the time of do this, do that, do this. But then when you get together with a bunch of other people and you hear how they're doing it, it's just so motivating. And you have to be willing to take it all in and willing to learn from it and try because you may think that your way's working, but if it's not growing you, it's not working. You have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to listen to what everybody else is doing, how everybody else is doing, and take that and run with it because I think that sometimes the best experiences and the most motivation I've gotten is from side sisters or from people that don't even benefit from me or I don't benefit from them. We are just there genuinely to encourage you, to help you, to motivate you, to see you grow and hit those goals and see you help change as many lives as you possibly can. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways is all the great advice that we got from people, all the things that are working from that for them that I never thought about doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we need to make a list. I'm going to put that in our chat thread from the retreat. I think we need to make a list, have everybody send in what are things that they learned that were like the aha moments or I'm going to implement this now kind of thing. Um, I will say when Katie was talking about working groups, one thing that Siobhan said, and I know Siobhan wasn't able to be on, but one thing that Siobhan said that really stood out to me is that she said at one point she was in groups and working groups, and she's like, it wasn't working. She was like, it wasn't working, it wasn't helping me. So I was like, groups not working. And then she said she had to come to the realization that at that moment, nothing was working. So she needed to figure out how to make it work. And I love that. It's not mentality of, well, this doesn't work and that doesn't work and this doesn't work. She's like, I need to figure out how to make this work. And so that's when she narrowed down groups, right, to specific for her. And we've talked groups before and all the things, and it's groups are not for you to go in and sell your Thrive product, right? Groups are for you to create relationships. So you're going to be able to create relationships and find friends and people to add to your network when it's something that pertains to you. So like my best group is my Moto Moms group. I love my Moto Moms. I am a freaking Moto Mom, and I can interact most because I know what I'm talking about, and I can post most in there because I need help in other areas and all the things that go with that. And yes, Rachel, the diabetic mom group. And then like, I mean, I've recently had to join I had joined a pacemaker group when Jason got his pacemaker. I joined Caretakers Wives of Parkinson's group when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's. Like, I didn't join any of those groups to find a thriver. Like, I joined those groups because I need to be encouraged by other people that are going through the same things I'm going through. And then like I'm in a dyslexia group. I've been in a parents of dyslexia group for a long time because of Dalton. And that group now that he's an adult, I'm still in it, not because I need the advice I needed when he was younger, but now I have something to give. I have value to give back to the people that were in that stage of life I was in at that time. And then those people become my friends and add people to my network. And what happens, people are coming to me when I'm being consistent about posting and being in my stories. And then these people are seeing and going, wait, what is that thing you do? Where did this come from? And it takes time, to harvest those relationships, to grow them. Okay, Terry or Ashley, sorry, Ashley.
Hey guys, I'm driving and have a little in the back seat, so if she gets loud, I apologize. So my biggest takeaway, and I know all of us have kind of touched on the community aspect, but 100% it was a reminder of how grateful I am for this community. If I get emotional, I apologize in advance. But I am coming out of a 3.5-year infertility, pregnancy and then postpartum journey that about took me out. So during that time, my hustle wasn't there. I wasn't attending the getaways and retreats and the get-togethers like I used to. And that looking back now, I see that that's where I kind of lost my fire, the fuel to that fire. And so being in a house with 20 women and seeing the excitement, seeing them win, seeing their fire, that like I came home a whole new woman. I had to leave early because I had drill. I'm a first sergeant. I even considered not going because the prep before a drill weekend is a lot. However, I have come out of this. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of eagles in the middle of the road. Looking at things at a whole different way. So with that, I want to say, don't wait for an invitation to a retreat, earning a getaway. Even if you have just one person on your team, whether you have 20, 100 people on your team, you put those get-togethers together. Find some sideline sisters that you connect with, that you love watching grow, love getting inspiration from, and get those people together and create your own gatherings, create your own, whether it's just going out for lunch and doing a little mastermind session or working month end together. Take it upon yourself to create those gatherings and get in a room with other like-minded women, thrivers, people that you look up to, because that, whether you're stuck in your business or you're trying to find new fire, that will create it for you.
I love that. Yes, like connecting with your local promoters, your community, creating your own community. And then here's the other thing is when you do that locally, you're going to meet more people. Like you're going to meet people out and about. You're going to meet people like, oh, what are y'all gathering for? What are y'all celebrating? And then you're going to meet people by doing that and utilizing that content on social media. Everything we do is content, y'all. Like it's not we're faking content. Everything we do is content. Everything we do is welcoming to other people. So when you're posting working lunch, gathering together, closing out bonuses with our team, those things, those are drawing people in because everybody wants to be a part of something. So are you creating the community you crave? And are you showing others the community you have? So, um, Krista, Krista, I know you were.
I am here. Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Sorry, I was taking some notes to think because I will forget things in a heartbeat. So I kind of want to touch off really quick what you were saying about the groups. Another really good idea to work in groups, and this is something that, I mean, almost that was like 80% of my business growth in the beginning was through groups. So when you're thinking about what you post about, like, I mean, you don't even have to have a niche. I don't have a niche. I'm all over the place, right? Like recovery and mental health, single parenting, thrive, everything is everywhere, right? But what I am posting about are also the same groups that I'm in. So share, not just going in to your groups and making posts or interacting in those groups, but the content that you're already making. Let's say, so I shared a lot about my recovery, and mental health stuff and my heart surgery stuff. So when I would make content about that specific topic, I share that into the group. Okay. Whatever group that I'm talking about in that content, I'm sharing it into that group because people are in that group because what they want to connect, right? They want to find people that they can relate with and connect with. So when they see you share your content, they're going to follow you because they want people that are bold enough to speak out loud about whatever the group is about. So that is just something huge for groups. I want you to start doing, if you're not already doing it, whatever content that you're already making on your page, whatever group that it connects with, share it. Just share it straight into that group. People are in, make a little caption, repurpose, yes. Because people are gonna follow you. I promise you, if you stay consistent with that, people are gonna follow you, and then that's how they see your Thrive stuff and get to know you. And all that's literally almost how I built my entire business, was through groups. So I just wanted to add that in here really quick. Just start doing that. Share your content into these groups. And then it saves time too, because you don't have to be in the group figuring out what you're gonna post. Go ahead and share your content into that group. Also, as far as the community, I mean, I agree with everything that everybody has said already. It was absolutely incredible. There's nothing like being in a room with people that are working towards similar goals, and there's nothing like that support. I mean, I don't have like a family unit at home. It's basically just me and my kids. And so this community has been and become my chosen family. So I can't encourage you enough to get around other thrivers. It will fill your cup. Like these trips, like even if it's just once a year, it fills my cup for the entire year. I'm able to come back. I feel so freaking good right now. And I'm sure that I speak for everybody when I say that. Like you come back and your fire is lit, you're ready to go, you're ready to pour into others. Sometimes when we feel like we've poured everything out, this is a way to refill your cup. And even if it's just with 1 or 2 or 3 other people, like it's so important. But one thing about community is that when you realize that we all struggle, we all have similar or the same struggles in this business and in life. And when you realize that and you see it, because this is what I noticed while I was there, I was seeing people kick ass, right? They were knocking out their cab bonus, earning Puerto Rico, like boom, 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 knocking out these goals. But I also had conversations with these people. They had struggles, the same struggles that I was going through. They, hit dry spells or had this going on at home or whatever. But the difference is they kept fucking going. Okay. So when you realize it's not just you that's having a hard time getting customers, or maybe you're not getting a lot of views on your stuff, or somebody ghosted you and you sent them a mini experience and they haven't messaged you back. We all go through this, okay? Every single one of us has these same struggles, but it's the difference of, are you gonna let it knock you down, or are you gonna keep fucking going? Because I heard so many stories this weekend of people's testimonies that kept freaking going, and that's why they're knocking out their cab bonuses, their 10, 20 customers, earning Puerto Rico, earning their first getaway, earning their 15th getaway, whatever the case is. You have to keep going. You have to realize we're all in this together. We're all facing these struggles. It's not just you. It's not unique to us. We are all, if we connect there and realize that we're all human, we all struggle, we all go through life. Life is a bitch, right? Excuse my language, but everybody, if you know me, you know, I'm sorry. I try, but anyways, so once you realize that, you know, we're all humans, we all struggle, even if, you know, some people don't share those struggles, they still go through it, okay? And so you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't compare somebody else's highlight reel to our behind the scenes, right? So keep freaking going. Like that's one of the biggest things that I took away from this past week, was just watching everybody persevere through hard life shit. Like some of these stories this weekend, like dagger to the chest, like broke my soul hearing these stories, but then rebuilt right back up because they just persevered through these things, crushed their struggles, faced their fears, and continued to bust ass and make their goals happen. Their why was strong. So that's what you have to make sure, that your why, that you focus on that every single day. Your why should make you cry. Your why should drag you out of bed every single day when you don't feel like getting up, when you're mental health struggles. I'm always there with my depression and anxiety. My why is I'm the only one here to take care of my children. So I have to make sure that I am getting up every day and showing them. If I'm telling them that they can be anything that they want to be, then they damn sure better see me doing the same thing, because I don't want my kids to ask me, well, why didn't you? You know? So that's all I got right now. That's all I got right now.
I love it. I love it. Y'all just heard from Krista Church. Like she's taking us to church. Thank you, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Christy Eileen.
Yeah. Am I unmuted? Am I here?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, gosh, I have to follow Krista now with that excitement. One thing that for sure along the lines of what she was saying is that, you know, we all came into this with a story. We all came into this for a reason. And the reason that we stick with it is because of the product. We all know that we have a product that is amazing. And the longer that you're around this amazing community and this community of ladies, we know that this company is amazing too, with the cab bonuses and just getting your product for free and everything that this company offers us. We have an amazing company. And what you have to remember in all of this, with the ups and downs, struggles of this business, because you are going to have all of those things that Krista mentioned. You're going to have exciting moments. It's kind of like fishing. You catch a fish and you're all excited, and then you sit there for hours waiting without a bite on your line. So it's just an up and down business, and you're going to have that. And when you're in those down moments, the thing that this community reminds you, and connecting with our sisters in this business, is that it's not you. It's just not the people's time. They're not ready at that time, and you have to get the negativity out. That's what this community is so good for. And if you can get away to a retreat or just have a get together with the people on your team at some point, we learned, take the negative thought. You're going to have them. You're going to think, I'm just not good at this. Take the negative thought and get rid of it. Snatch it, get rid of it, and move on to the next one, because the next one will be there. You will find that extremely exhausted, tired person, you'll find the person that has tried everything to lose weight and nothing worked. And we know that we have a product that works. We just have to lead with the product and let the product do what it does. And we know that we have an amazing product and amazing company. And we do have an amazing community of ladies that are going to be there to cheer you on, but to also be your support when you need some third-party validation. So that's something that I really, really want to work on, is to use my people that I have available to me. When I'm having a struggle with a person, I don't have to face that by myself. We have all had these struggles and somebody's going to understand. So you have to reach out and get that third-party validation, and somebody will be there for you to get you over that hump so that you don't bring it all on yourself.
I love it. Yes. So like it's all about being together, but it's like you said, it's about surrounding yourself with others, the like-minded, but then also like we talked about, and like you said, grabbing the negative thoughts, because we all have moments. And if we're not surrounding ourselves with the right people to pour into us, we're going to kind of sit in those. And so I will say the biggest thing, I've been doing this now for 11 years, and I know the fortune is in the follow-up. I know that Maria followed up with, reached out to me, messaged me more than 13 times before I finally placed an order. Y'all, more than 13 times. But I sometimes forget, right? Like I get into this moment, this like, oh, I'm annoying. I don't want to keep following up. They're never going to thrive with me. Like, I have to pull myself out of that too. And really, what I saw this weekend with you and Katie and Courtney, follow-up game was strong, and it paid off, right? Like every single one of you maintained your bonus goals, you hit your cab bonus, like and you have more people. I know Courtney got more orders, I think, on the first, right? So like all that work she put in, okay, she didn't get them in January, but she got them on the first. So like she's already set up,
Yes,
going after
yes.
this cab. So the work you do now maybe doesn't pay off for February. Maybe it pays off for March. Maybe it pays off for April. But putting in the work is what's going to breed results, right? There's this whole, like in the sports world, right? Like you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. And for us, that translates into being consistent, consistently following up, consistently adding names. That's how you stay ready. You do the things we've been talking about. There's no magic potion, magic formula that we became successful. We just did the work and we continued to do the work. All right. I know Janelle needs to go. Everybody is sneaking out of work right now.
Well, I appreciate that my boss is totally fine with me stepping out. It's just I try to, like I said, not abuse that. So one of the things, like obviously everybody that has spoken on here today has talked about the community. There is so much power in staying close to the fire and being with all these amazing women. Oh, see, like Rachel, I'm like, oh, you guys, I just love you. Like some of these ladies I didn't know before. Like I knew who they were, so some of them I was kind of like, I'm fangirling, but it's so oh, like it affirms you in so many ways. Number one, some of the things I'm doing, I'm like, okay, cool. That is what I'm doing there. That's totally on point. I'm going to keep doing that and do it more. Some of the things I'm like, oh, I need to change that up. Like I'm going to start stacking my customers. I have not ever really done that a whole lot, but I keep hearing that over and over and over again. So I'm going to start doing that because obviously if people are thriving for free, they're not going to stop thriving. So that was like kind of my big action takeaway that I'll be doing differently. But when you're in the community, like was there, your belief is increased. Not only in the product, because you hear more testimonies and you're just hearing different perspectives of different things that it's done for people. So your belief is increased in the product, but your belief is increased in yourself, because so many of the people, like I struggle because I'm like, oh, I should be like 200K by now. I've been here for over 8 years, but I'm not. And I have to quit shooting on myself, right? But so many of these women have been in that same place, and and they've lost rank multiple times. And so to be like, okay, I'm not the only one, and look, they persevered like I'm persevering, and it's such an encouragement to your heart as you move forward, and just to keep going, like stay close to that fire. And I think several people said it, but like if you don't have that community near you, then create it. Like the like so that you don't get picked off. Like we don't have to have lone wolves around here. I don't know if any of you else have ever been in other direct company or direct sales companies. I'm sure you have, but not every company has what we have here. A lot of companies are like, oh, you're not on my team. Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to help you. Or I'm not going to encourage you because we're in competition with each other. But not here. Like, it's so amazing. It's so good. I love it. Because I've been in places where they're like, I'm sorry, you're not on my team. I'm not going to help you. But every single one of these ladies that was there was just fire and love and encouragement and all those things. So yeah, that's what I got.
I love it. Thank you.
Stay close to the fire.
Thank you so much, friend. And we all deal with the
And Amber's frozen on my end. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Oh, I was like, you were froze, and then okay, everybody. All right. We all deal with those moments of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy to be here. And we heard that so much, but yet but I do, and I am, and I got to keep going, and I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, Terry, Mama Terry, saving the best for last.
I know she in the chat that she might not be able to because she had to go take care of mom.
Oh, shoot. Okay. That's okay. All right. Yeah, I was like,
back. I'm back.
Oh, you're back? Hi.
I'm back.
All right, woman. Give us that Mama Terry goodness.
Hold on. I don't know. My thing always acts up. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I just don't even know where to begin, because you know what? You're gonna make me cry again. That was something that I needed big time. I'm telling you guys, this community is just amazing. What they do for you, how Amber and Stephanie and Katie just poured into us. It's like 2 weeks before that, yeah, I felt like giving up. I'm so close to my 10 bonus. Okay, yeah, I hit my 12K and all that. I had a really good promoter. She's not going nothing right now because she's busy with her other job. And just with everything on my mind, I'm trying to sell a condo. I might be selling my house. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I felt like throwing in that towel. I called up Stephanie and she's like, girl, and she just poured it into my ass. And then when I got with Amber and everybody, it was like, whoa, I have a different attitude right now. They're helping me. Even though, 64 years old, Judy's right. Doesn't matter how old you are. You can do this if you want to. And damn it, I want this and I will get it. I don't care if I get to be an 80K in my wheelchair. I will. Because you know what? Between the community that we all need, the products do what they say. The bonuses are amazing. Like I forgot who it was. It was in the other company, came back and was talking about it. Oh my God, my mind's crazy. It's true, because I had one of my promoters just found out yesterday that she left and went with another company without even telling me. And I took her on. I really helped her a lot. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Just let me know. Don't let me find it on Facebook and be like, whoa, I just talked to you 3 days ago and you didn't say nothing. That's fine. You can go. I'm not worried about it. She'll be back because we got gold. We've got gold. Other than our capsules that are gold, we got gold in our products. But I did learn a lot. I took a lot of notes, and like I think it was Siobhan was saying how she does different things with her customers, different games and all that, and to get them really going. So I took that, and I was doing that for a while, then I stopped. But then when she was telling me how to do different things, I took that in. So I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, it was the best retreat. It was great, amazing. And I think I was shocked that I was invited. I do post every day. I've been thrown in jail 3 times on Facebook because I guess I post too much and I was using too many words. But other than that, I'm not going nowhere. I don't care how old I am, but I will do it because I love it and I love the community. We need this community. Everybody needs something to thrive in their life. I don't care if it's they just buy energy drinks. They need thrive in their life. And that's all I got, girlfriend.
I love it. I love you. And you know what, guys, that goes right back to we all need this community, right? We all need this community. We all need to feel this way. So if you don't have, if your upline's far away, states away, all the things, then create community where you're at and even if it's 2 people. I know Janelle has events every month, and sometimes it's her and one other promoter, and sometimes it's her and that promoter, and they have guests. And so you just never know. And I know Stephanie does a lot of promoter lunch, like working lunches. I see that a lot. Okay, Sue, are you raising your hand? Do you want to chat?
Hi. Okay, so I was invited. I couldn't go because of family emergency, but I wanted to say something is that when I went to my first event, and this is what we're talking about, is getting in person, going to Palooza, getting in rooms of people who are working, everything changed. Like I was even maintaining a 4K. I was like maintaining probably 1,000 a month. Once I got in person with people, I skyrocketed to 12K so fast, so fast. I started earning trips, the car bonus and all that. And then something about our subconscious mind is that if we just do the same thing every day that we do as moms, as wives, and we're just living our life every day, our subconscious mind believes that's safe and that's what we want to do. And when we get unsafe and we get in those situations with these wonderful women, our mind and our mindset grows and our subconscious mind realizes that we too can be capable of being in this level of success or this K number, and it does grow our mind in a way that we don't understand. So I just encourage you guys to get to Palooza, get in these rooms.
Yes, I love it. I love it. And speaking of Palooza, okay, so I think the problem is that they are working with the venue and narrowing down and getting the contract finalized, and they can't really make any announcements until it's finalized, right? Because we've seen venues back out and things before. So one thing is it is going to be a hybrid, so very similar to the Dallas My GLP launch, right? Like it was a small room. There was like 100 of us, and it was cool to be in the room, but it was even cooler to see the people that were all gathered. Like I saw on the screens, I saw so many of my teams of y'all gathered in groups, and that was phenomenal. And so I think one thing is, right now we're still seeing venues and things just cost a bajillion dollars. And so getting until we can really get multiple people back into a room and getting all that going. So they're going to try for a smaller type live venue, and then everybody doing their own hybrid types. And I think then you can watch it virtually. You can do it as a group, do it by yourself. I encourage everybody to gather groups. Okay. As soon as they announce this, we'll get it figured out. And then let's see what else. Okay. Let's talk about this promo right now. Oh, Sue, you can just unmute. Do you want to say something else? Or is that still your hand? Okay. It's still from before. Okay. But okay, the promo that's currently happening, new accounts are automatically getting $50 in Thrive credits. What I heard this week and I'm like, I want to utilize that. And then they drop this promo. So I'm like, oh, that's so perfect. Instead of saying you're getting $50 in credits or, you're going to get $50 off, I'm utilizing the verbiage, your account is coming with $50 in it. Your free account has an automatic $50 for you to use in your first order. Because $50 versus $50 in credits, like people don't think of credits as real money or a coupon or anything like that. So when you say, hey, the company put $50 for you to use on your first order in your account. And even if we're giving credits, right? Like, hey, I put $25 in your account to apply to your first order, like however that situation is. And it's helping, right? It's helping a lot to kind of go that way. Let's see what else. Anybody else? Anybody have anything they want to say? You can just unmute and talk before we jump off. No? Okay, and I want to respond. Somebody said, this is why I need to be around people so bad. There's no promoters near me. All right, I'm going to encourage you. If there's no promoters near you, that means that there are plenty of people in your area that are not yet thriving. And it is your turn to create that community, to get out and meet people and really just grab onto the fact that your area isn't saturated, right? So and let's talk about that really quick. Let's talk about flipping the script of our mind, right? And I'm just using this as an example. This is just one portion. Instead of, I don't have any promoters around me, flipping that script to, I have a blank canvas of people that need to thrive. Maybe they start as customers and they become promoters. But if you don't have thriving people around you, that means you have a ton of people that can now become your thriving community. You just have to find them. You have to get out and network and get into people's faces, get back to belly in your area if that's what you need to do, right? Find local meetup events where you can go meet other women, other moms, other entrepreneurs, whatever it is. Okay. All right. Anybody last minute anything?
Yeah, I thought I used to have nobody in my town either. And I found Sue lives 5 minutes from me. She's not on my team whatsoever. She's a side sister. And it's amazing. You know what I mean? So don't ever think that you don't have anyone in your community, because you probably do and you just haven't found them yet.
Absolutely. And with
I
that,
know one sister
oh.
found me by searching my town in our Facebook group. So Larissa, that's an option too, is get in all of our Facebook groups, because you're in probably Fearless Ambition, probably in Dream Team, but try searching your town or local towns nearby in the Facebook group, and you might find other thrivers actually on our team.
Yep. That. And then, yeah, and you're going to find people. Absolutely. All right. It is Tuesday. Oh, yes, ma'am.
One more thing they could do. I joined the chambers down here, and I get invited to all kind of networking and that. And then I found a free networking company. It's the third Wednesday of every month here in Cape Coral that I've been there, and I've made some really good connections. I got a lot of people that never heard about our food. So I got like 3 people from there that are ordering our food constantly. They love it. And I got one girl that likes all like different activates and ooey and the pure shot. So yeah, it might not be our 3 subs, but like I said, everybody needs something in your life of thrive. So yeah, check out the local events that are free. Go to, try to join the chambers if you can, because they have a lot of networking like every night.
Yeah. And there's other things that you can find in your area. Like if you just search, like you go to events and search like women's meetups, business women, women entrepreneurs, and you'll see different things pop up. So there's a lot of options, and some cost and some don't. And sometimes too, like not even on the business side, but Is there something where at your church, right? Like Sunday schools, mom's night out. Is there local restaurants that do mom's night outs? Is there places like, those painting places or the like board and brush, the crafting things, like go have a night. Like go, if you're like, I don't know anybody around me, then that's the first goal. It's not about, oh, I need thrivers or any business. It's, you know what? You just got to get out and meet some people and go figure out the best way to do that. And I would challenge you to not overthink it. Just pick something and go. Pick something and go do it and go meet people, whether it's you need daytime or you need nighttime. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna take my own advice, and because I used to do that a lot and haven't done it in a while, so I'm gonna get off this Zoom and I'm gonna go search some events in my area and just make it happen. I have a lot of excuses of why I can't go meet people, but I'm gonna go make it happen. So I'm gonna challenge you. If you are on this Zoom and you don't know people in your area, or you feel like you don't have enough community of your own thrivers in the area, my challenge to you to end this Zoom, your call of action is to go find some kind of meetup event, some kind of something that you can go surround yourself with other women and just go meet people. Go be a people person. That is what we need in this business. All right. Bye, y'all. Thanks again so much for everything. Y'all are the best.